I'll start with Webb. Mine's really small, you can't see it, but I just explained who he was. So he was a character in Hannah's manuscript, and it turned out that he was Hannah's brother and Taylor's dad. It's kind of hard because he was both in the manuscript as like when he was alive, and then he was also in Taylor's part of the story when he was dead. So I kind of just connected both of those into each of these. So I did like he cares about in the manuscript. He cares about his sister Hannah. He cares about his friends. He cares about Tate, and the school and just kind of everything. That was part of the manuscript, and then in like Taylor's part, he cares about her because he's in her dreams and really is like protecting her. Those are the people he also loves: Taylor, Tate, Hannah, the school, and the rest of his friends who were in the manuscript. And I feel like those are the things that made him who he was, just because he was very protective of all of that. So, you wanna, you had Jessica?
Yeah, okay, I had Jessica Kenzie. Honestly, I really did not like her at first, and then realized like how she was connected to the story. I thought she was gonna be like the super annoying one, which she kind of was, but really like, okay, so I put, yeah, kind of wild, sometimes a little annoying, but really likes to kind of scare people. She like ended up kind of really being into like thrill, and like really like into figuring out who the serial killer was, and like scaring other like up to 7 years and things like that. So I kind of put that, like she had all the articles, and like she seemed like she was trying to, sometimes it seemed like she was really trying to cause like mischief and just get into people's like fear. I don't know. She was the only daughter of Fitz, the hermit, so she kind of ends up like living, trying to figure out like how to live past like her father's suicide, and like her and Taylor end up like really trying to figure out like how that incorporates into their story and their relationship. And like, yeah, so like she was kind of obsessed with Taylor at the beginning, and then like ends up like they kind of figure out like they have more than just a one-sided connection. Like at first it felt very like she was obsessed with Taylor, and then it ends up being like, okay, we're like yeah, like we're connected more than we thought we were. Loves thrill. She likes the school. She likes Taylor a lot. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Jonah?
Wait.
No,
Fitz, yeah.
So I had Fitz, and I feel like at first you learn a lot about Fitz through the manuscript, because you don't realize that he's the same person as the hermit. But for a while, so he was friends with the other 4 like people in the manuscript, and Fitz meets Narnie, Tate, and Webb through when he rescues them in the car accident. We find out that he lives in the town, so he's, as they're kind of creating the whole wars, like territory wars and everything, he's like the head of the townies, and he's also Jess's father. So then for like who he cares about and who really makes him happy, it was like his daughter, Tate, Narnie, Webb, and Taylor. He cares for all those people, and he ended up just having to deal with a lot of loss, like accidentally killing Webb, and then his wife dying too. So it made him have this really terrible mentality that he just, everything he touched died, and so kind of that was his experience and what made him who he was.
Okay, so I did Jonah. And so yeah, he's like a member of the cadets and like a leader in the territory wars. And like he met Taylor when they were both younger, and kind of like, you know, helps her find out who she is at the end of the book. And I said Jonah cares a lot about his family and like the cadets and Taylor, even though a lot of times he doesn't like show he cares. I think a lot of the things he did in his past was out of love, like killing his dad and stuff, because he was wanting to protect his mom and brother. And yeah, I think his past experiences kind of like shape him to who he is, and like how he deals with it, and like kind of covers up his emotions. And you know, I mean, he's also in military school, so that's a big part of it. And I feel like his initial priority, like, were, like, the territory wars, but then after, like, seeing Taylor again and, like, rekindling their friendship, she becomes his priority and making sure she's happy, because there was one line where it was, like, my happiness is, like, linked to yours, and I think Jonah said that, about he and Taylor, and so she becomes his priority. And, yeah, his past is, like, he killed his father, and, because he was abusive to him and his brother and his mom. So, yeah.
So for Jude, he was the brigadier and part of the cadets. And then I just realized when he was younger, he was always involved with his friends, but after he realized they were all died and he went through all that, kind of got traumatized. He distanced himself from Hannah and Taylor. But then he also cares about Taylor and Hannah. He also cares about Hannah a lot, but he just keeps distance. They keep distance from each other. And then yeah, that's just really because we didn't really figure out how he cared about everybody until the end of the story, because he was just so distant. Yeah.
I had Narni and Hannah, so I said she is Taylor's mentor slash friend, and then later she figures out that she's her aunt, and then she's Webb's sister, right? And friends with Tate, and she's Juice's lover, I said. And she functions as Taylor's guardian, and she's a story writer, and she's the keeper of Tate. She kind of keeps Tate tame, and kind of watches out for her. And then I said her priorities are people. She seems kind of have a heart for everyone. But I said especially Jessa, Jude, Taylor, Fitz, Webb, and Taylor. I think I said Taylor first. And she also values safety and loyalty, and the almost dead cat. And then I said when he's happy is the river and the house, and Taylor and the tree and gardening and Jude. And then I said for love, she loves the cat, and Taylor. Basically all those repeat. And then I said for her sadness, she's experienced a lot of trauma and loss and death and being left. She's a fear of being left. And there's a lot of broken dreams that was between the four people in the story that didn't get to come to reality. And so I said so kind of to sum it up, I said she's a protector. So she protects Tate and Hannah and everyone as much as she can, and she's a storyteller. And she's a dreamer. She's the only one that kept the dream of the river house, and she protected that dream. And I said she's also really loyal because of how she it must have been really hard for her to act kind of mean to Taylor sometimes, but she did it out of loyalty to Tate because she knew Tate first.
I had Taylor. So I said she's the protagonist and the main narrator, because some of the other people narrated a little bit. She's the leader of I call them the Jellicoe Rotors, what the group's called. Yeah, in the territory ones. And she's also a house leader to Hastings, I think. One of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'd have to go back. That's not what we don't memorize. It's not on the quiz. Gryffindor.
Yeah. So, said some of the things that are important to her are answers and finding the truth. There was a lot of main questions she wanted answered, why her mom left, why Jonah called the brigadier, and then winning the territory wars seemed somewhat important to her. And some of the people she cares about is Hannah and her unfinished house. And I call them the OG5 because just before and after she realizes the real people, they're just really important to her. Oh yes, some of the things that happened. She was abandoned by her alcoholic slash drug addicted mother, Tate. She had kind of a childhood on the run, they were always moving and changing their names, and she never really felt safe.